Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel for a very impromptu fun makeover. And I know I just did 3 big makeovers for people that lost their homes in the fire, which I absolutely loved all those videos. And I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support across them. If you have not watched them yet, there are 3 different episodes. It's called Restoring Roots. It's actually like a YouTube Presents series, which is so exciting, and it is live on my channel. So take a look if you haven't seen it yet. However, today we are in my friend All's apartment, and this is her new 1-bedroom apartment. You might see a couple pieces of furniture in the background because I did already go ahead and get a few pieces delivered and sent over here. And a little backstory on Alll: she has lived in this building for over 10 years with her family. They've all lived in a unit together. I think it was like a 3-bedroom unit, but she's also worked in this building now as like the leasing agent, property manager for a couple of years, and they just surprised her with her own apartment, which is so exciting. She actually has her own space and she has a son. She is a single mother. Her son actually doesn't even know that he is getting an apartment space, or her and him are getting their own apartment together. And when she mentioned that she was getting a space, I wanted to take a look, and I thought it would just be fun to do on the channel with you guys. The funny thing is I had a few pieces of furniture delivered, such as this stunning coffee table right here. Some of the furniture that I got is from June Laloy, which is where I have my rug collection. You can get more than just rugs over on their site. They have so much incredible, beautiful furniture. But this coffee table is 400 pounds. It's actually a stone, like marble top and a chunky wood base. So we had to hire 2 people to come over and help us right now move this so we can put the rug down. So that is who is on the way. But I also wanted to share one other little DIY that I've already done, which is this fireplace surround. And I hope you're kind of able to see. Let me actually get a little lower. I actually ended up painting this kind of Art Deco-esque facade over the top, just using paint and painter's tape. It just turned out so good. So I actually did this like a week ago, waited for some of the furniture to arrive, and today is install day 1. And creating this fireplace surround was actually super easy. I just went in with some painter's tape and created my outside shape to start, which were kind of like 2 inset corners and a peak at the top. And then I painted that with our accent color because we're actually gonna go and add delicate tape over the top of our accent color once that dries down, and paint our base color over top, which is a black in my case, so it kind of coordinates with the surround there. When I pull all the tape off, you're gonna see the brown line shine through, and I just love the look of this. So budget friendly as well. Let's reveal our dining chairs, because these are so stunning. I have yet to see them in person. I've seen them online from June, but the wood is these are so pretty. It's like very, very classic, but it just has like a little twist. Kind of feels vintagey in a sense, but the color is stunning, the color of the wood. Oh, they're so comfortable too. Love. I just unboxed the side table from June Laloy as well, and I am obsessed with this table. Look how good the wood on the top is, first of all, but the base is iron, which I had no idea. I don't know why I thought it was like a wood kind of carved table. The base of this is iron, and it has like a little distressing to it. In this living room, of course, we are using a rug from my collection with June Laloy. This is a Baldwin rug. I love this one. I have yet to use it in a makeover, so I knew I wanted to use it. And look at that sofa. It is so, so pretty. I got a 9x12 of this rug, which is honestly a very, very budget-friendly 9x12 option. We got help adding back the coffee table, and this is looking so good. So our little sitting area, or our little like living room section, has come together pretty quickly. We had the guys come and help us, and we put down the rug, got the coffee table in position. I think we definitely have space for an accent chair here. Definitely gonna do a side table here. Have a really fun idea for art, this big project that we're gonna work on tomorrow above the sofa, which is gonna be great. And I also popped our little side table just to get an idea for what we are working with. So this is the vibes so far. Over on this little wall where the lamp is currently next to the balcony, we're gonna do a desk area, and then our makeshift sort of media console section is gonna be here. I have to also say that this sofa is beyond comfortable. It is not only stunning, like look how beautiful the color is. It's such a beautiful shade of green, but it's also so comfortable. I love the pillow kind of cushions on it, and then it has these rolled flared arms. Like, can you see the shape of this arm? It's so great. We're gonna add some.
I was actually shocked how.
Yeah, Justin loved it.
I was sitting there like, and I was like, this is good. It's almost like memory foam, kind of like, it gets more comfortable as you said.
And I wanna go ahead and get our little dining table, which some of you might recognize this table because it's a past project. And then we're gonna put our chairs around the table, And that is basically everything we have for the space so far. So from there, we're gonna have to figure out what we need to source on Marketplace, and yeah, go from there. Some of you might recognize this table here, which is going under this light, which is going to definitely change because Alll says she doesn't need a fan, and I'm not the biggest fan of a fan, no pun intended. I actually made this table a while back. It was a super easy DIY. I will pop the tutorial, like a quick little version of the tutorial up right here, just so you can get the idea of it. And if you want to see the full-on tutorial, I will link the video somewhere up here on the screen. You'll see it. Once we have the dining chairs, we pretty much have the foundation of the space set out. Why hello, we have left Alll's and we are actually at the Mart where I have my booth, because I actually have a light at my booth that I think could be really cool for the space. I've been trying to brainstorm like what light we could change and swap instead of the ceiling fan, and I have this Murano glass one here which has been sitting here for probably a year. Like, why don't I try it out? Hi! All right, we're here at the Mart. This is Jessica of the Mart. Where my booth is, right here. Check it out. But this is a light I've been picturing, and it's been kind of hanging here. It's been hanging here for a while, and I think this could be cute above the table because, I don't know, it could also, I don't know, maybe not now. We always love Jessica's booth. This is so cute. This could be good for the coffee table. I like the color too. I like how it's kind of softer. Look how cute these are, these tiles. Those arts, like almost like,
oh yeah, that's cool,
vintage block print in punched tin frame. Everything here today is 100% off. I just found a great find. Look at this tapestry pillow. Like, I thought it was gonna be like 500 bucks. It's 78, which is not bad. Abusan needlepoint pillow, but ooh, that's so cute. That little stool. Now, Alll is super excited to decorate her bedroom herself. However, I'm going to be gifting her, for her bed, one of Helix's new mattress toppers. And I'm so excited about this because I have promoted and shared Helix mattresses on my channel. They're the only mattresses I use in any of my videos, and now they offer mattress toppers. So if you are not fully ready to like upgrade a mattress, you want to add that extra level of comfort to your bed, you can do literally just that. I actually got the premium memory foam mattress topper with Glaciotex. Basically means that it has a cooling fabric cover, which is so nice and just such an ideal option for anybody who really doesn't want to upgrade a full-on mattress. However, if you are in the market to upgrade your mattress, you already know Helix is my #1 choice always. It's what I use for every single client I've ever done a project for, myself, my family, because they truly are that comfortable. Like, this is such a premium, high-quality mattress. I don't even know how they're able to get it in the box and get it to your doorstep, but they do just that. And when it arrives, you are not going to believe the quality of this. But if for some weird reason you don't love it, they have a 100-day sleep trial, and if it's not for you, they're going to come pick it up off of your doorstep, which is really nice of them. And I totally get that a mattress is an investment, but also realize that you're spending a third of your life sleeping on a mattress. And if you have just one experience on a Helix mattress, I promise you are going to absolutely love and enjoy it so much. I've actually got so many emails and messages from Lone Fox family members thanking me for recommending Helix, which is crazy to think about, but it truly is a product I would stand by forever. I love it so much, and they're offering a really great Memorial Day exclusive offer right now for you guys. So 27% off site-wide plus a free bedding bundle with any Luxe or Elite mattress order. So make sure to take advantage. I will put the link at the top of the description box. We are back in All's space. It is day 2. Marie's here, Justin's here, the full team is here. Say hello, everyone.
Hey yo, what up?
Anyways, today we are going to be putting a lot of the space together. We've also come to the conclusion that this apartment is very noisy. So sorry if you guys hear lots of road noise. There's like a major street outside. The first thing I want to start off with today though is the wall art for above the sofa. You saw me place the sofa yesterday. So for the artwork, I'm actually doing something really fun and something I have been waiting to do for probably like, how long, Justin? Like a year? A year and a half? About a year and a half. I bought this set here of or more like antique. They're not even vintage. They're from 1930. They are pressed botanicals, and they're on a piece of paper. And look how many of them there are. I'm not gonna lie, like it cost me a pretty penny. It was like $250 for this entire set here, but I think there's probably like 60 or 70 different ones, and let me just share with you how beautiful these are. They have a little bit of text on the bottom describing what they are. For example, this one's Solanum, and it says that it's similar to Purple Nightshade. This was collected on April 10th of 1933 by B. Tobin. It's just a collection of pressed botanicals, and oh my gosh, this one just fell off the page. What do I do? See, the lady was selling them as individual sheets for $8 a piece. There's 52 of them, but I bought the whole box because I was like, I want to create like a visual wall display. So I actually ordered all of these frames on Amazon last night. They're just 9x12 frames, same size as our pressed floral pages. You can just tell how old these are too by the natural kind of age of the paper. Each one is going to look something like this in the end. So it's gonna take me a minute to frame all these and pick out the ones I wanna use, and also decide how many we want to do. So let's get to work. Wow, I have never really honestly gone through the box of them, but look at the variety in these pressed florals. I keep wanting to call them like art pieces. Well, they kind of are. It's more of like a tangible item on a piece of paper, but
like
yeah.
A journal.
Yeah, it's like a journal, like a collection of findings, but it's just so beautiful seeing them all together. And I still have so many more. 17, 20. In order to hang these framed pieces, I got a laser level and I found the exact center of the sofa, and then I added our first row right in the exact middle. And since we're doing 7 across, I was able to do 3 on either side. So then I just measured using a ruler just 3 inches out from each template, placed our next template with a small piece of painter's tape, and this is how it looked in the end. As you can see, all of our templates are now placed on the wall and it's looking so good, but we have to replace all of these with our pieces of artwork. And how we're gonna do that is with just some tiny little picture nails and a hammer. So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and put in each template, at the top I'm gonna add a nail on the left and at the right, and just bring them in the tiniest bit. That way I have a little bit of wiggle room. In case you need a little nudging in the end to make them like perfect, we have that wiggle room to kind of push them over. So. We're in the kitchen now, shifting over here for a minute because I just want to do like a little customization in here. Now I'm not going to be painting cabinets. I actually am not even going to be swapping the hardware. This hardware is not bad. I've really been into simple kind of like nickel hardware lately, or pewter hardware, and these little ovals are quite cute. They have cup handles as well, and I could have gotten brass, but to be quite honest, I just don't think it's going to be like that much of an impactful change. However, you might recall these tiles from Benji's apartment. I actually was going to put these at Benji's space when we did his kitchen makeover. This didn't end up working out in his kitchen. I actually ended up keeping the white ones, but this kitchen in particular has 0 backsplash. This is literally just drywall here, and I thought it would be fun to give a backsplash, so we're gonna use these renter-friendly peel and stick tiles. I'm also gonna bring it up the side here and up this wall here, which I know you can't really see this one right here, but I really think that's gonna frame out the kitchen from when you're looking in from the main other area. This is so easy, but I haven't done this in a minute, and I'm kind of excited to because it actually goes a lot quicker than you would think. This kitchen here was just screaming for a backsplash. I mean, having drywall as your backsplash, I feel is almost criminal. I don't know why they couldn't have just done a little something, just something in the backsplash area. So we are going to be adding that with some peel and stick tile here. And the thing I like about this one is it actually comes in a bunch of different colorways. So I'll link it below for you. It is from Amazon. It comes in like a day as well, which I love. And they just are in little sheets. So you just basically put each sheet up, connect them up. They have little overlapping lines, and it is so easy to apply and also super easy to remove. I also used an X-Acto knife to cut the edges and made sure to apply it behind the fridge and oven as well. Yesterday I mentioned that the coffee table is kind of a little bit more right skewed on the couch and on our rug because I have a chair that I want to put here next to our fireplace. I feel like this actually, you're able to get a good idea of what this looks like now. I actually got this for my bedroom a while back, and then I ended up swapping it to the chair that Winston loves to lounge in, which is that wicker lounger. So this has just been sitting downstairs for a while, and I thought it'd add a nice little bit of print, a little bit of color, and it also felt kind of substantial for the space. So I'm thinking that it's gonna live right about here-ish. I might also even kind of pull it off the rug a tiny bit. I'm not sure. Also, because we have no overhead lighting in here other than the little dining room light, I got another floor lamp, and this one is stunning. It's from June Malloy, and it has a rattan shade, a brass base, and the quality on this brass is stunning. It looks like unlacquered brass, honestly. I'm not sure on the exact position. I'll play around with that once I pop in our tree. You guys, I stopped by Home Goods yesterday on the way home, and I found this tree for $150, and I was like, wow, that's a pretty, I mean, this is a substantial tree. You can see how tall it is. It's almost like 7.5 feet, and it also is a stunning shape, and the base of it looks nice. I do think I'm gonna go ahead and paint the pot it's in. I love, love, love how the tree now adds some height over on the left side, because as you can see, our artwork and the couch on this side adds a lot of height. So we kind of balanced it over there. And another fun element that we are adding over to this left side here, which, why don't I tuck around the corner? Right by the sliding glass door, which has a really large and like quite beautiful balcony out here. I'm going to add this vintage desk, which I love because a lot of our furniture in here so far has been contemporary pieces. And I like this vintage desk because it has such kind of like a classic school-esque silhouette. It has like a nice little shelf down here, and it has a number 3 on the side. That's gonna be living there, and I need to get a little chair for this. We're gonna add curtains tomorrow. I forgot. Something we realized about this apartment is there are so many walls. Like we have this entire wall here. There's this whole entire wall next to our dining area. We have the wall above the fireplace, which I actually don't know if I'm gonna do anything over here. We have the wall the desk's on, and then we have this entire wall here, which I have gone ahead, or Justin has gone ahead and built 2 little consoles for this wall, which we're gonna put on there shortly. Gonna share that with you, but there is a lot of wall space here, so there's quite a bit to actually fill up. I really wanted to add some form of space-saving storage, so I ended up getting these shoe cabinets from IKEA. I'll put the proper name on the screen for you, and I really liked the wood veneer that these were offered in, so I ended up getting 2 of them, mounting them side by side to kind of create a little bit of a sideboard situation where you can use the cubbies as storage, and then you can also mount a TV over the top or use it as like a styling ledge or such. Now, it doesn't reach the floor, so I do have to extend the legs just a little bit. Today is our last and final day at this apartment makeover, and I am so excited to tie everything together. I'm actually gonna paint the pot of our Home Goods plant with that brown color we used in the fireplace that I painted at the beginning of the video, and I'm hanging up one of my hollyhock tapestry rugs. This is back in stock, you guys, finally. This is a 5x8 size. It's $179 for this size, which is really not bad. The smallest size is already sold out again, but you can put your email on a list if you are curious. I added this stunning expandable vintage sconce that I love so much. It matches the color palette perfectly. And then I had this mirror actually on hand. I tend to have lots of home decor on hand, so I brought this mirror over, placed it on the wall here. I would have preferred probably a floor mirror, so I ended up adding this little stool that I reupholstered from the thrift store just underneath it, styling that up a little bit with just a candlestick and a little bowl for some trinkets. And then over on the coffee table, I added this kind of wavy edge bowl, which I found at Home Goods. The pot there you saw me get at the Mart, and then I just brought some accessories from my decor stash and added some tulips from Trader Joe's. I love the way that these tulips ended up looking, and a little pro tip is to just use like an old Starbucks cup or like an old coffee cup, just cut it off, put it inside of old pottery, and it's gonna hold water super easy. So if you wanna know how to get water inside of an old pottery vessel, that is what I always tend to do. And this is how I ended up styling up the coffee table. I thought it looked so cute. Popped some fresh florals on the table and this really beautiful picture from Jake Arnold's new collection with Crate and Barrel. And then over in the desk area, I added a vintage lamp and another small mirror, which I know a lot of you guys don't love the small mirrors. I love a small mirror. I think it's so freaking cute. So this pretty much is concluding up our styling. I did hem the curtain panels. These were a super last minute addition. These are the Hannah curtains from IKEA. They're actually super affordable, and I just hung them on one of the wire picture rail rack divider thingies. super simple and like discreet, so I thought it would be nice. And Alll works in the building, so I called her up so she can see her new space. All right, everyone, it is time for the reveal. And Alll's here. She's been standing here for like a solid 3 minutes, completely quiet and a little trembling. Cause are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little nervous. So I already mentioned to you guys, Alll, how long have you lived in this building?
Oh, over 20 years.
20 years. So this is her first apartment on her own in the building. And we made it all over for you. So, I mean, I'm not gonna wait any longer. Why don't you just open your eyes? Are you scared?
Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Oh my God, it looks so pretty. I love. Pick up my jaw from the floor. Like,
Look at that nerd too.
Stop it right now. This is a completely different kitchen. It's so cute.
I'm just letting you do all the talking.
Look at, oh my God, I'm like shaking.
Isn't it so cute?
It's so chic. It's everything I wanted.
And
it's literally everything I wanted.
Okay, so basically what we did was here's your little like living room area, and the couch is so comfortable. It's so cute. A lot of the furniture is actually from June Leloy, and my rug, which I have my rug collection with.
So nice.
So like we have the tapestry rug from my collection, and then this is a Baldwin rug from my collection, and we have pillows from my collection and all the furniture too. But I also added in a bunch of like really cool vintage pieces. Like we have this vintage Murano light from Italy. So
Period.
pretty.
Okay.
And like just did some
Exclusive.
simple, this is actually a table. Do you remember this table? We used to like whenever
Yes.
it was downstairs.
Yes.
But I thought it
The
would look perfect.
The pregame table.
Yeah, the pregame table. See, she knew because Ollie's been to the lobby. You've been in the lobby before downstairs where
Yes.
we would have our like whenever we'd go out. This was like our fun little table that we'd always use. But I thought it looked so good with these chairs.
Yeah.
And it was like the perfect size. Here's our 400-pound coffee table.
That literally took 3 people to
But
install.
isn't it so cool?
It's so pretty. Everything just ties well together. Like,
And then, okay, so the artwork's actually really, really cool. These are all pressed flowers from 1930. So like they're real pressed flowers and they're like all like dated here and like signed, but
they're beautiful.
we like framed them in these frames and did just like a cool gallery.
Oh, I love.
It's so fun. And like
It's
this
so good. You
cute
did so
little
good, Drew.
lamp, vintage lamp.
I can't.
Isn't
That's
that
my little work, yes.
Isn't that
this
so
is so
cute?
The little mirror, I'm in love.
I love the little lamp and the desk and the chair and the mirror. It's just like such a little moment. It's so cute.
It's-
Oh, and you saw that fireplace already. You had
Yes.
seen that because I did
Yes.
the fireplace, as you guys saw. I painted it like a couple weeks back, so Ollie's seen the fireplace, but she had not seen any of the rest. But like, I
No,
feel like it just
everything
flows
else.
so nicely.
So good. You nailed it.
And we also
on the
did these
head.
kind of shallow extra here because
storage.
yeah, extra storage. But then also I thought if you wanted to like get a TV, you could like mount it up here or
Okay,
something.
okay.
So we just like did a little styling. But yeah, basically just extra storage. But it's also nice because like you still have good walk, like a good flow, you know?
Yeah, you made a lot with the space that you had. So thank you.
And this little area for your, when you take photos.
Yeah, this will be our photo like before we head out. Like,
Yeah, isn't that good? That's so amazing! Oh my gosh, of course.
Thank
Yeah.
you. This is so nice. I can't wait to show Levi. Levi's gonna love it. He's gonna be bopping around here.
I know.
And oh my God.
Yeah, we
This is
also
our
wanted
new
to
home.
make it like, we didn't want to make it like too like child, well, not that this is like childish, but
No.
like we didn't want to like, I didn't want to lean into it because I feel like he's a little older too,
Yeah,
like, and like
exactly.
getting older. So I feel like he would appreciate this too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll love it.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye.